Do you ever feel like your editing software is stealing your time and sanity? Well, by the end of this video, I'm gonna share with you a super cool text-based video editor you can use right now to start saving a significant amount of time. My name is Rakeem Madison. Let's get into the content. All right, so the tool we're gonna be using to do this is called Descript. So Descript is an AI-based video editor that allows you to do text-based video editing. And what I love about it is the text-based video editing is gonna save you a significant amount of time. And you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about as I'm actually showing you how to do this, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna show you how to upload your video in there and get the editing started. All right, so first thing you can see, this right here is the back office. This is how it's gonna look. And they also have a web base, so you can actually do this on the internet as well. So you can get a little bit more details and look over things down with the link in the description. That link will allow you to get started for free. You can get on a free plan. And then if you decide to upgrade to the paid plan like I am, I highly recommend you do so. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing, I'm going to go right here to where it says new. I'm going to click on video project. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to load like one of my intros in there. And we're going to use the intro as the basis for me showing you how to do most of the things that it allows you to do. Okay. All right. So right here it says add file. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. All right. So once this pops up or your Windows Explorer pops up, what you want to do is just go to the video file. So I'm going to go to this intro, double click on it. All right, so it should start loading here shortly. So give it a few seconds. All right, so you see how it's analyzing and it's asking me to go ahead and create the transcription. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit done. And then it might take a few minutes or it might be quick since the intro is not that long. But okay, there it is right there, right? So as you can see right off the bat, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of this right here. Okay, now when I get rid of this, you're gonna see the video itself change. So I'm gonna hit delete. All right, so you see how the video just moved, right? So text-based video editing is just like, let's say I was writing on Microsoft Word or something and I made a mistake along the way. If I wanted to delete that mistake, all I would do is just highlight those words that I want to delete and then hit the delete button. Text-based video editing is the exact same way. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna play this so you can see what I'm saying, and then we're gonna go ahead and go throughout the process. Looking to boost your RPM and CPM on YouTube? Well, in this video, I'm gonna share with you how All right, so you can see I messed up 2 times already on the intro, right? Now, usually you have to cut that up. It might take you a lot more time to be able to do all of that. Well, with me just seeing the words right here, I can see where it is that I messed up and I can go to that particular place. So I'll go right here and I'll go ahead and delete all of this behind it, right? So I'm gonna hit delete. All right, so now we're gonna play it and we're gonna see what happened. Looking to boost your RPM and CPM on YouTube? Well, in this video, I'm gonna share with you how I skyrocketed my YouTube earnings by over 43% in less than 30 days. All right, so you see that was a very, very quick process. So imagine not having to scroll back every time to see what you said when you could just literally see the words here, get rid of it, and then continue on throughout your edits, right? So you can see text-based video editing is extremely powerful and definitely a time saver. So let's go ahead and show you some other stuff, right? So if I go up here to actions, you can see right here it says remove filler words. So if I click on that, what it's going to do is it's going to go through and it's going to find all of the filler words. So obviously this is a short intro, so I don't have that many filler words in there. But if this was like a 7-minute video or 8-minute video, I probably have a couple filler words in there, right? So it immediately found well in this video, which I don't think it was a filler word in that particular case because I said, well, by the end of this video, but it still picked it up, right? Now, another thing I could do is I could like scroll through here if there were other ones, and then I can go to all filler words and then I can go by specific filler words. So let's say I want to keep all the wells in, but I want to take out but you know, or or I guess, or I mean, or I suppose. Then I can literally unhighlight all of them and just choose the one that I want to take out. So it's really up to you on what you do there. Now, another thing you could do is if I click on actions and then I go to search in script. So let's say, for instance, you know that you said certain words. If you want to search it, let's see, I'll just put buy in there and then I'll just hit enter. So you can see it found both buys, right? So it allows you to search. So then you can go through and search throughout it and then be able to remove whatever it is that you want to remove that way, right? So that's definitely going to save you a lot of time. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how you'll be able to add in, you know, like titles and captions and B-roll, GIFs, pictures, and all of those good things, all right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the X. All right, so let's say I want to add it to the whole video. Now, I don't see why a person would add like captions through the entire video unless it's a short, but in this case, I just want to show you how to do it. So I'll click here at the beginning, and then let's say I want to add text, right? Matter of fact, we're going to add captions. I'm going to go right here to where this T is, click on it, and then I'm going to click on captions. So you see that blue line under it? That means that every word that I say is going to show up on the screen. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Looking to boost your RPM and CPM on YouTube? Well, in this video.
All right, so you can see, very, very simple. But 9 times out of 10, unless it's a short, you're not gonna wanna do that. Let's say you wanna go to a specific section. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the undo button. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight just this particular section right here. Now, what I would wanna do is at the end of this, I would go ahead and I would hit a slash. All right, so now everything in this section is all what it's gonna focus on. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do captions again, and then we're gonna see what happens when I do it again. So I'm gonna go ahead and click right here, and then I'm gonna play.
Looking to boost your RPM and CPM on YouTube? Well, in this.
All right, so you see how that went away, right? So if you wanna section something, and this goes for B-roll, this goes for GIFs, photos, uploading your own files, whatever it is, anytime you want to section something off, all you have to do is just literally put a slash after that particular section. All right, so let me go ahead and hit the undo button, and I'm gonna show you a couple things, even though I kind of just broke it down. All right, so next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in B-roll video. Okay, so let's say I want to bring in, we're just gonna bring this in just for sake of time, and just give it a few seconds to kind of populate in there. Sure, okay, there it is right there. All right, so now I'm just gonna hit this, and you're gonna see what happens.
Your RPM and CPM on YouTube.
Okay, so it looked like it was trying to load in there, and it's still loading, but that's fine.
Looking to boost your RPM and CPM on YouTube. Well, in this.
All right, boom, I added the B-roll in there. Let's say I want to add a sound effect in there. So I would click right here. I would then go to audio, and then you can see it has music in there and it has sound effects. Now, what I love about their music and their sound effects, and it's not every single one of them, is they do like automatic leveling. So let's say, for instance, you already got your voice on there, you talking in the video, and then when they bring the music in, what they do is they automatically set the volume to the best volume it should be for your stuff to sound good, right? And the same thing goes for the sound effects. But like I said, it's not every single sound effect, but it is majority of them that it does that for. So that's very, very powerful. And once again, time saving. All right. And then right here, if I go ahead and I add a sound effect, I kind of like the whoosh sound effect. So I usually go whoosh lower. And then I go to this third one right here. I'll just go ahead and click it. And then all I'm gonna do is just hit play button, and then you're gonna see what it sounds like.
Looking to boost your RPM.
All right, so you see that sound effect just came in very quickly. So if you want your stuff to go throughout the entire video, don't put any slashes. But if you do wanna space things in and only have sections, then you go ahead and you add a slash, and then you come up here and you're gonna have media, right? You're gonna have the videos, the GIFs, the images, and they even got text to image AI. And then all you have to do is literally just type in, let me go ahead and type some in, a fly on the wall, right? We're just gonna type that in real quick. All right, so it might take a few minutes to kind of populate. If it takes too long, then I'll just pause the video and then we'll continue from there. All right, so as you can see, boom, we got our fly on the wall. So literally I can just go ahead and click on this, and boom, we instantly got our fly on the wall right there in the video, right? So you can see it's definitely a time saver when you have text-based video editing, and it just really makes things just easy. So if you're a beginner and you're just getting started, you can go through this, get the repetitions you need, use text-based video editing to save time. So now, you know, you got all the other processes of being a content creator. Now you can make the most time-sucking part of this process a whole lot more simple. Now from here, I'm gonna show you exactly how to render your video, so that way you can go ahead and get your video onto YouTube. All right, so first thing you want to do is you want to go right up here to where it says file. You then want to go right here to where it says export. Then once you come over here, you're gonna see you got a couple settings, right? So you got the resolution. I tend to leave it right there on 1080p. You can mess with the quality. I tend to leave that on high. And then I come down here to where it says export, so I'll go ahead and click on that. And then once I hit export, I'll go ahead and name the file whatever I want it to be. Typically what I do is whatever keyword I'm going for, I just tend to name my videos as that specific keyword. All right, and then at that point, once you save it, you can upload it on YouTube and you're gonna be good to go.